Hello, everyone. So today we are going to continue talking about measurement. We learned about capacity, something you can fill up a container with. We learned about length. We learned about height. All right, so let's go over some of the words that we know. If you are measuring height and someone is bigger than you this way, they are taller, taller. If someone is smaller than you this way, we say shorter, shorter. All right, so if we are measuring length this way, if it is smaller, it's going to be shorter, shorter. If it goes this way, bigger, it's going to be longer, longer. All right, so let's go over that again. Taller, shorter, taller, shorter, longer, shorter, longer, shorter. And if we are doing capacity, for example, see how much water you can put inside your water bottle, we would say more or less. You can have more water or less water, right? So good job, everyone. You're doing great. Go ahead and put your name on your paper and we will get started. All right, so here we have two different tools for measuring. This is a measuring cup. Has anybody used a measuring cup at home before? Maybe you have helped your mom or dad bake a cake or some pancakes or cookies, and sometimes you will use a measuring cup. Okay, and here we have a cube train. Now the cube train is this way, so we are measuring length, longer, shorter. All right, good job. So what can we measure with the measuring cup? Let's think, what kind of things can you put in the measuring cup? Water, okay, water, milk, okay. Any other drinks that you have or liquid you can put inside the measuring cup. What about at school? We have a sand box. Could you put sand in the measuring cup? Sure, you can scoop it into the measuring cup. And if you were baking a cake, what is some of the things that we use, some ingredients to bake a cake? You could put some flour in the cup. Okay. All right, so many things can go inside our measuring cup. I'm going to draw a water bottle, okay? Because we can put water inside the cup. If you want to draw something else that we talked about, like sand, flour, milk, you can draw that too, okay? If you are having a hard time, you can just follow along with Miss Kaylin, and we will draw the water bottle, okay? Let's try it. And I'll put some water inside. All right, I'll give you another second to finish your drawing. Remember, if we are using a measuring cup or a jar or a bottle to see how much we can put inside, this is capacity. Capacity. All right, for the next one, we are measuring length. Let's think about some things we can measure its length. Okay, so think about the things in your desk. What do you see in your desk? Pencil. Yeah, we can measure how long a pencil is. What about our fingers? Can we measure how long our fingers are? Sure. We can measure how long our arms are. Okay. Look at your feet. Is anybody wearing shoes or slippers? Can we take our shoe and measure how long it is? Yeah. So why don't we draw a picture of a shoe? Or you can draw something else that we talked about to measure length. Pencil is an easy one. I will start with the pencil and then go to shoe. Okay, so we could lay a pencil this way. Mhm. Eraser there. Okay, or you can draw a shoe like we talked about. To you, you can start drawing now. Mhm. All right, I will give you another minute or so to finish up your drawing, and then we'll move on to the next page. So you are drawing something you can measure its length. Okay. Good job, everybody. Let's go to the next page now. All right, here we have a pencil. Let's think of all of the ways that we can measure a pencil. Oh, I even forgot about one. So we talked about length, we talked about height, we talked about capacity, something that can go into a container. But I forgot, we learned about weight, okay? Something that is heavy and light. Heavy sinks down, light goes up, okay, on our scale. So the pencil, can we measure its length? Can we put it on its side and measure length? Yeah. So go ahead and circle the cubes because we can measure its length. All right, can we put the pencil on the scale and measure if it is heavy or light? Yes, you can measure whether the pencil is heavy or light. Now, can we scoop up the pencil and put it in our measuring cup to measure its capacity? Well, that would be kind of hard to do unless we cut the pencil up in little pieces to fill it in the measuring cup. But Generally, the pencil would be difficult to measure capacity, so don't circle the measuring cup. We can measure length and weight. Okay, good job. All right, here we go. Okay, so on our next page, you can draw a line to separate this side and this side. On this side, we have a bucket of water. Can we take the cubes and measure how long the bucket is? Yeah, of course, we can take the cubes and line it up at the bottom and see how long it is. So let's circle the cubes. Can I put the bucket on the scale and measure if it is heavy or light? Yes, I can measure its weight. Can I pour the water from the bucket into the measuring cup? Yeah, we talked about we can put water inside the measuring cup. Go ahead and circle that. So we can measure this bucket of water with all of these different things: length, weight, and capacity. Let's go to the next one, the glue stick. All right, the glue stick is laying on its side. Can you measure its length with the cube train? Yes. Can you put the glue stick on the scale to measure if it is heavy or light? Yes, we can measure its weight. Can you fill up the measuring cup with glue sticks? No, so we can't use it for capacity, but we can use it for length and weight. All right, number 4. We have some paint, jar of paint. Okay. Can we put the cube train here on the bottom and measure its length? Yes, we can measure its length. Can you put the paint on the scale and measure if it is heavy or light? Yes, we could put this on the scale. Can we pour the paint into the measuring cup? Yes. All right, next one. Ruler. Can you put the cube train next to the ruler to measure how long it is? Yes, we can measure length. Can you put the ruler onto the scale and measure if it is heavy or light? Yes. Can you fill the measuring cup with rulers? No. All right, let's keep going. You're doing a great job. Okay, just gotta get my pencil. All right, let's see. What about the apple? Can I take my cube train and put on the bottom and measure its length? Yes, yes. Go ahead and circle the cube train. Wow, we can use the cube trains a lot to measure many things. Can we put the apple on the scale to measure its weight? Yes. Can we pour the apple into the measuring cup like water? No, we cannot measure its capacity. What about this cup of, maybe it's a cup of milk or water? Not sure. Can we put the cube train on the bottom of the cup to measure its length? Yes. Can you put the cup on the scale to measure its weight? Yes. Can you pour whatever's in the cup? We'll say it's milk. Can you pour the milk into the measuring cup? Yeah, it's a liquid. You can pour the milk into the measuring cup. So we can measure its capacity. Very good. What about the purple crayon? Can we put the cube train lined up with the purple crayon to measure its length? Yes. Can you put the crayon on the scale to measure its weight? Yes. Can you fill up the measuring cup with purple crayons? No. All right, time for the challenge. Do you remember the name of this measuring tool? Scale. Scale. What can we measure with a scale? Yes, we can measure heavy and light. If you put something heavy on the scale, what will the scale do? So it starts like this. If I put something heavy in my right hand, it's going to go down. And whatever is light will go up. So we can measure heavy and light. And what is that called? Weight. Weight. We are measuring the weight. So we are going to draw two things that we want to measure on the scale. Something heavy, something light. You can choose any two things that you want. Let Miss Kaylin think about what she wants to draw. I think I would like to put a book on the scale and a tiny little marble. Which one do you think is heavier? The book? Good job. So you can draw these two objects with me, or you can draw any of your own two things that you want to measure its weight. So here is my book. And my little marble. All right, let's go over what we learned today. The cube train measures length, length, longer, shorter, longer, shorter. Scale, scale. The scale measures weight, weight. Heavy, light, heavy, light. Measuring cup, measuring cup. This measures capacity, capacity. When you can pour something in or scoop something up, okay? And we can have more or less. All right, great job today, everyone. I will see you next time.